Hey everybody, welcome back to BigRedEDC. Well, one of the cool things, doing this is we get to see knives sometimes go all the way from their prototype stage all the way through production. I mean, we've even got to see, knives in 3D print prior to even being prototyped, in actual materials. So that's really awesome. And that's kind of what we're doing here today. We're going to take a look at the NRiggi knives jersey. Now we've had the prototypes on the channel before, and I tell you what, I was pretty happy with the prototypes. There were some changes made, but as always, that happens. But man, yeah. Now I've got a couple of them here. I'm gonna start with this guy. This is that bead blasted titanium. Looks really, really good. Nice, slender knife. Pocket clip, milled pocket clip, titanium backspacer. I've had several comments on they really like his maker's mark there on the pivot with that spade. That is pretty cool. I am digging that. But there's one aspect of this knife that I don't get into too deep a lot of times, but I am on this one. But has a great detent on it. Now, Shieldon was the OEM on these. And I tell you what, Shieldon did a fantastic job. Detent, very nice. The action, just a quick shake and it drops. And if you drop it far enough, you don't even really have to shake it. It just kind of turns over. And golly, love the profile of this knife. You guys know me. You've heard me say it many times. You'll hear it. You'll hear me say it many more. Just the lines, the beautiful, simple drop point blade on this is absolutely, it just clicks for me. The whole profile of the knife really, really does. Nice sharpening choil. Everything has been chamfered off really well. Let's see here. There we go. Very nice frame lock, as you can see. Now, the one major thing that did change that wasn't really discussed when we had the prototypes is these were originally planned to be an M390. And apparently there was some issue sourcing M390 at the time, so they ended up being 20 CV. Nothing major about that, but just wanted to make sure that those of you guys that were clicking on the jersey and were thinking M390, it did change to 20 CV. So just want to get that out there. But I tell you what, we're going to do just a quick spec check. Like I said, we have seen these on the channel before, but not the production versions. And God, they are sweet. If you guys saw SKL last week, well, I'll get into it. I'll get into it here in a minute. Let's do our spec check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yes, just over 7 inches if I'm lined up correctly, which I think I am. You're coming out to pretty much a 4 and just over 3 on the blade. Now, your cutting edge is going to be just shy of 3, about 2 7/8-ish. So it's right on in there. Your grip length, point to point, I'm looking at probably just shy of 3.5, but really nice fit. A really nice fit in my hand, and I am definitely digging the way that knife feels. Pocket clip, not an issue for me. It's just lands just right. Can I feel it? Yep, sure can. But not an issue, not a hot spot, anything like that. I just kind of know it's there. But overall, my goodness. Oh, I am really digging this knife. So there you go. Size comparison with the PM2. Obviously, at 7 inches, it's going to be smaller than the PM2. Going to be a lot closer to our bug out. Bug out might even have it. Well, it does. It has it by just a little bit. On the blade, handles are pretty close. Handles are very close. But the bug out blade is just a tad bit longer. Get an overall weight on it. And I tell you what, the weight, the feel. There we go. It's got to be at 99. It's right about 3.5, isn't it? Been doing this long enough. Yeah, right about 3.5 ounces. And then, of course, the fit into the pocket. Wished it had just a little bit better ramp. Now, if I get on top of it and push it down, that's not much of an issue. Trying to go backwards. But if you're on top of it, wearing your pants, it does go in rather easily. I'll show you. It's got a decent ramp, maybe just a little bit more, but like I said, you get on top of it, push it down in your pocket, and it goes pretty easily. And then you will have, it's a milled clip, so you're going to have a little bit sticking out of your pocket. Are we all the way down there? There we go. So yeah, you got a little bit sticking out there. Nothing too major. Nothing too major. Now, these are available right now. They are available on his website. I'll put links down in the description. Y'all can go check it out if you'd like. But I am really, really, really enjoying this knife. And I'll show you this before I get into that aspect I really wanted to talk about. He also has laser engraved versions on his website, which this is I always say it wrong. Pretty sure it's Sagaha. If I can remember Sagaha, then I say it wrong. But anyway, laser engraved. He's got so many options that you can get laser engraved on your knife. This is a really nice pattern. Gives a pretty decent grip to it. Now, even this one, it's a little slick. That titanium, the bead blast does provide, a little bit of just, minute, not like you're going to feel it, but as far as grip, you can actually get some grip. But that is an absolutely beautiful, beautiful knife. Now, the aspect that I say I don't get into very often, because it is what it is, and I'm not going to change it, but the price point on these really surprised me. And when I say really surprised me, I have to be... I thought they were going to be more. A lot more. This version, the plain, bead blasted version, is selling for $210. I was really surprised. I thought it was going to be at least $250. I really, really was. For darn near under $200, this is an absolutely fantastic knife. Now, the laser engraved versions are a little bit more. Obviously, a little bit more work goes into it, but still, this knife at $240, that's not bad at all. Not bad at all, especially with all the different patterns that you can get on there. And like I said, there'll be a link down in the description. You guys go check it out, see all the different patterns and stuff he has available for laser engraving. But this knife at $210, to me, and I get it, I understand. Not everybody can afford $200 for a knife. I get it. I do. But this knife for $210 is a steal, in my opinion. It just is. I really, really thought it was going to be more than that. Like I said, I was figuring $250, maybe even a little bit more. $210, oh. So much so that, these, I neglected to say that Nick sent these out to the Apex Pass Around group, and we definitely appreciate that. That's how we got to see the prototypes. That's how we're getting to see these full production versions. So really appreciate Nick doing that. I'm the last guy on the list right now, and so much so that I'm really, really thinking about contacting Nick, and this one might not leave my house. I'll tell you that right now. That's where I'm at. I wanted to get these. I got to make sure nobody else wants to see them, of course. But it's here. It's here. If he's willing to sell it to me, I just might have to pick it up. And I don't do that often, guys. I do not do that often at all. So that should tell you where I think this knife is as far as production and price point is, yeah, it just might not leave. So I don't know if I can give you any better description of how much I like this knife other than that. So really appreciate Nick sending these out, giving us a look at the full production models. That's a terrific option. The laser engraving that he's offering as well for an extra $30. That's not bad. That's not bad at all. So thanks again, Nick. Thanks to the Apex Pass Around group, and of course, thanks to all of you guys for stopping by and checking out these two really, really excellent knives. So really appreciate it, guys. As always, like, subscribe, leave me a comment. You know I love talking to you. Until next time, I'll talk to y'all later, guys. Bye-bye.